What is up, my friends? It is Friday night, and I hope that life is treating you well. Your weekend has officially started, and you are very welcome along to the Anfield Agenda Transfer News Roundup. I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date on Liverpool's search for a winger, which is mainly going to be the topic we focus on in this video. A couple of names have been linked again today in the media, and I want to just pitch you a couple of ideas from various price points. Some of them as cheap as £20 million, others all the way up to probably 80 or 90 million. Let's see what we have in store over the next 8 to 10 minutes. But I do want you guys to let us know your thoughts after you watch the video. Feel free to comment below, drop a like if you enjoy it, but most importantly, my friends, do hit that subscribe button. So the first update that I have for you guys today comes from James Pearce, and it is about 3 games that have been moved for TV coverage. The reason I like to bring these things up is I know a lot of you guys travel to games, and if the TV companies come in and move them, sometimes that'll mess up your plans. So for those of you who are thinking of going to the first few games, here are the ones that have been moved. Liverpool against Brentford is now going to be Sunday, August the 25th. It's a 4:30 kickoff. Manchester United against Liverpool will be the last game before the September international break. Sunday, September the 1st is the new day for that game, but the kickoff time is still to be confirmed. I would imagine there'll be a little conversation there with the Greater Manchester Police to figure out what's going on with the kickoff time. And also, Wolves against Liverpool, Saturday, September 28th, is now a 5:30 kickoff. So put that in your diaries. Thank you for James Pearce giving us that update as well. Always handy when the journos give us the heads up of those fixtures being moved. Right, we're going to go over to Italy next. And Gazzetta dello Sport say that Liverpool are in pole position to sign Atalanta midfielder Toyin Koopmeiners. Now, I've got to say, I don't believe it, for a couple of reasons. One, I very firmly believe he'll go to Juventus. They're looking to reshape that midfield under Thiago Motta. They've brought in Kefren Thuram. They're bringing in, obviously, the Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa, and I think Toyin Koopmeiners will be the end of that rebuild in midfield. Look, I can see why Liverpool's name has been mentioned by both media over in Italy and, of course, by Atalanta themselves, who are looking to move him outside of the league where possible, but I do think they're going to have to settle for selling him up to Turin for about €60 million. I don't think Liverpool's interest is all that serious. It feels to me like our name is just being used here as a way to try and negotiate as much money as possible. I could be wrong though, I'm just giving you my own thoughts on it. Again though, we'd love to know what you guys are thinking. Next up is the news that came from Fabrizio Romano earlier on. We've known that Federico Chiesa is going to be available in this summer transfer window. The question was, how much will Juventus be asking for? We knew it was going to be a knockdown number because he is going into the last year now of his Juventus contract. So he is apparently available for €25 million with add-ons included. So €25 million all in, or about £20 million. I'm not advocating for Federico Chiesa to be coming in as the future replacement for Mohamed Salah or for anybody else, but I do think the opportunistic side of me, see what I've done there? Remember, that's what Richard Hughes said earlier on, the opportunistic look at the transfer market. This to me is an opportunistic signing. €25 million, can play right across the front line. Yes, does have injury concerns, and yes, still has a lot to prove, but it is a rather small outlay for a player with such potential. So I'd take the risk personally, but I wouldn't be looking to bet the house on him. I wouldn't be making him the sole right winger or anything like that. But let me know your thoughts. Would you think Federico Chiesa would be worth a punt at €25 million, or is it simply too high of a number or too big of a risk? The next one is the 8 players that came back today for pre-season have been confirmed. You've probably seen the videos the club have shared on the social media. Connor Bradley out there getting ahead of everybody, showing what an engine he has. He really is like the Energizer Bunny. If you do watch any of those videos, you'll see him out in front and everybody else behind him. But the 8 senior players who were back today were Jarell Quansah, Connor Bradley, Kostas Dimikas, Curtis Jones, Queefin Kelleher, Stefan Bajcetic, Step van den Berg and Owen Beck. All of those have had their first session now with new coach Arne Slot, and the rest will come back over the next few weeks on a staggered basis, depending of course on when they last played for their international team. For me, this is great. You can finally start to see Arne Slot now putting the pieces together, getting a look at the lads and getting to see who he can trust, who he can trust, who maybe he's under or overrated, and it's always a good sign that we're getting closer to a new season as well. So we will keep you up to date right throughout the summer, and again, let us know your thoughts on that first session if you watched any of it earlier on. Right, here we go. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. See, I've got your attention now, don't I? His dad was speaking about the comparisons a lot of people are making between himself and Mohamed Salah, and I can totally understand them. Both of them from relatively minor football playing countries. No disrespect intended to Egypt there, but I think you know what I mean. Standout player for the country, and Khvicha Kvaratskhelia dad said it's a wonderful comparison between Salah. He's a great footballer who has done extraordinary things with Liverpool and Egypt. But we like Khvicha more. Many say that he's the strongest. For me, he is, because I'm his father. But hearing that from others fills me with pride. This kid is going to move this summer if the agent, the father and the player get his way. Antonio Conte, the new Napoli coach, says he's going nowhere. But we know what the thoughts are from the Kvaratskhelia side. So, would you take him at Liverpool? Could he be the Mohamed Salah replacement longer term? I know he operates on the left side normally and Salah on the right hand side, but you know, players can move sides. So let me know your thoughts. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, would you take him at Liverpool? Would you pay the transfer fee, which would be quite high because De Laurentiis, the Napoli president, is probably going to ask somewhere around 90 to 100 million euro. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Is it achievable for Liverpool, or is it pie in the sky stuff? Right, here's a bit more pie in the sky stuff for you. KUDUS being considered by Liverpool is what Caught Offside are saying. Now, I've no doubt that Liverpool have run the rule over KUDUS and had a look at him, but a couple of things important to remember here. His release clause of £85 million is no longer triggerable. Is that the right word? This month. That came to an end at the end of June, so we'd have to either agree a fee with West Ham or wait till next summer when you can trigger that release clause again. I would be a little bit annoyed if we were to sign him. Not because I don't think he's good enough or because I don't think he can make an impact. It would be another signing that we allowed go somewhere else. Because remember, we were linked with Mohamed Kudus when he was at Ajax. So we would have allowed him to go to West Ham, and then we end up paying a lot more money for 1 year's experience in the Prem. For me, I just think it would be a little bit silly, but I do rate him as a player. So I'd be really interested to know your thoughts. That is pretty much it today, my friends. There isn't a whole lot in other areas of the pitch to talk about. The search for a centre-back is one that I'm keenly focused on. We went through some options there yesterday, and again, we'd love to know your thoughts on it. Myself, I don't know who's the best, but I think we're going to see Mark Gay, and I think he'll be a good fit as well at £65 million. So it's over to you guys now. Let me know your thoughts on the players that we spoke about in this video. Again, transfers, big play this summer. Really important in my opinion that we get it right. I wasn't overly impressed earlier on with the opportunistic wording from Richard Hughes, but it is what it is. Hopefully, as he said, in August, everything really kicks into gear as football clubs look to get their business done in a condensed window, and I hope that we're at the forefront of that queue because our opponents are certainly looking to strengthen. Calafiori looking like he's going to Arsenal. We talked about the signings that Brighton have made as well. It's over to you now, Liverpool. What have we got in store? Who knows? Look, my friends, we won't be live tomorrow. There will be a news video out, but it'll be Sunday evening when we're back live at 8:45. Hope to see you then. If I don't, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.